Welcome to CalRecycle's video demonstrating solid waste facility measurements. As a result of SB 1383, transfer processing operations and facilities are now required to perform measurements on outgoing organic material that is sent off-site for recovery, further processing, and use or disposal. This video provides a demonstration of how an operator of a transfer processing facility will conduct measurements following specific requirements described in the regulations. It will focus on mixed material recovered from a mixed waste organic collection stream that is being sent off-site for recovery to a fully permanent composting facility. Over the course of this video, we will discuss the following: the sampling equipment utilized by the operator, the sampling protocol performed as described in 14 CCR, section 17409.5.2, a demonstration of the operator performing a measurement, and observations and analysis based on that demonstration. The operator used the following equipment when performing a measurement: heavy equipment for obtaining sampled material, a small electronic scale, collection containers for sampled material as well as incompatible material, tools for gathering and spreading sampled material, and a sampling log and pen used for data collection. The regulations do not require specific equipment when performing measurements, but this is what the operator found useful when sampling this material. The operator performed the following sampling protocol as described in section 17409.5.2. This section focuses on measuring organic waste recovered from a mixed waste organic collection stream once that material has been processed. Operators are required to perform measurements on each waste type leaving the facility for further processing and use or recovery. Measurements are required for each reporting period and are conducted over 10 consecutive operating days. Reporting periods occur each quarter, so the operator's sampling frequency will be 10 days of sampling on a quarterly basis. For this demonstration, the operator focused solely on mixed material. So with step 1, the operator determines the total weight of mixed material sent off-site at the end of the operating day. This will be used in the calculation for determining the amount of mixed material recovered. Step 2, the operator will collect and weigh a composite sample. Composite samples must weigh at least 200 pounds and be random and representative of a typical operating day. So in this case, the operator sampled from different parts of the pile and different times throughout the operating day in order to obtain a nice representative sample of mixed material. Once that sample was collected, the operator weighed the sample and recorded the final weight, ensuring that it was at least 200 pounds or more. Step 3, the operator will remove any incompatible material and weigh the sample again. So to remove any incompatible material, the operator dumped the sample and spread the material over a flat, clean surface. The operator then sifted through the material and pulled any incompatibles out of the pile. Remember, incompatible material is any human-made inert materials, like glass or plastic, or any organic waste that the receiving facility is not permitted or authorized to accept or cannot perform organic waste recovery on. So once the incompatibles were removed, the operator weighed the material a second time and recorded the weight of organic material in that sample. In other words, the sample weight without incompatible. Step 4, the operator will calculate the total weight of mixed material recovered using the following equation and weights recorded from the previous steps. To record data, the operator developed a sampling log as shown here that we utilized during the demonstration. This log was specifically for mixed material, and an operator may have additional logs based on material type or use a different process altogether when tracking or maintaining this data. During the sampling process, the operator recorded key information. This included the sampling date, which is important since the operator is conducting 10 days of sampling per reporting period, the weight of the sample, which was 200 pounds. This meets the 200 pound or more requirement. The weight of the organics in the sample, or better known as sample weight without incompatibles, which was 169.35 pounds. The operator also recorded the weight of the incompatibles, which was 30.65 pounds. And at the end of the operating day, the operator noted the total amount of mixed material that was sent off-site for recovery, which was 579.23 tons. Now, using these numbers, the operator can determine the organic ratio in the sample and calculate the total amount of mixed material that was recovered for that operating day. So looking back at this calculation, the operator will take C, the sample weight without incompatibles, divide it by B, the sample weight, and multiply it by A, the total weight of material sent off-site for recovery that day, and that will give us D, the total amount of organics recovered. So using the numbers recorded during the demonstration, the operator will take the sample weight without incompatibles, which is 169.35 pounds, divided by the sample weight, which is 200 pounds. This gives an organic ratio of 0.85, which is then multiplied by the amount of mixed material sent off-site for recovery, which is 579.23 tons. This gives the operator a total of 492.35 tons of recovered mixed material. So as you can see, of that 579.23 tons sent off-site that day, 492 tons was organic, and the rest was incompatible material. Since this demonstration only focused on mixed material, the operator did not measure any other organic waste types sent off-site for recovery from a mixed waste organic collection stream. But remember, as part of this requirement, the operator will repeat this process for each waste type and then proceed with the next step in the process. So for step 5, determine the sum of organic waste recovered. To do this, the operator will add the total weights from step 4 for each waste type that was measured from a mixed waste organic collection stream. So if the operator had measured other material, such as mixed paper and food material in addition to mixed material, then the operator will add the totals together and determine the sum of organic waste recovered for that operating day. Now that you have seen an operator performing a measurement, let's discuss the overall observations and analysis that the operator and CalRecycle staff discussed based on this demonstration. One of the things we observed was the overall difficulty and increased thoroughness that was required when measuring a mixed waste stream compared to a source-separated stream. The reason for this is obvious in that the mixed waste streams are for the intentional commingling of organic waste such as food material with non-recyclable material such as trash and other solid waste. There was definitely a learning curve in terms of the sampling team identifying organic waste versus incompatible material due to the nature of this processed material. Paper products, for example, were heavily degraded and were either hard to identify or it was extremely difficult to determine if it was still recoverable. Materials such as glass also proved difficult as it was scattered throughout the composite sample and varied in particle size. Another thing we observed was what the operator considers incompatible material. Any human-made inert materials, such as glass and plastic, are obvious incompatibles, but due to the nature of the mixed material, the operator needed to determine if any organic waste present was potentially incompatible. The operator indicated that the receiving facility is a fully permitted composting facility that can accept and process mixed material as feedstock. While the processed material itself contains mixed paper or food soil paper products, the operator indicated that the composting facility can in fact incorporate those types of organic waste into their overall composting process. Therefore, it is counted as organic waste and not incompatible material. Another thing we observed was when the operator was weighing sampled material. In order to figure out the sample weight without incompatibles, the operator found it much less burdensome to weigh the incompatible material than gathering and weighing all of the organic material in the sample. The operator was able to take the weight of the incompatible material that was recorded and subtract it from the total sample weight. This was able to provide the operator the sample weight without incompatibles in a much easier way. Overall, this was the first time the sampling team performed a measurement on mixed material. While it may have been difficult at first, the operator is confident that over time, this process will become much easier as more measurements are conducted and as the sampling team will become more familiar with the overall requirements and how to identify certain materials. If you would like more information on the solid waste facility requirements, please visit the permit toolbox on CalRecycle's website. And for detailed guidance on performing measurements, please visit the ALEA Central webpage under the News and Activities section.